for the Empowering You Show. This is a lively television show that is a driving force to positive transformation in every viewer's life. Our goal is simple. It is to elevate our audience members with clear, practical, helpful advice and engaging activities. We're here dedicated to sparking a journey of self-growth and empowerment, making sure each episode is a step towards professional and personal achievement. That's how we empower you on the Empowering You Show. So get ready, it's time. Yes, it is time once again for the Empowering You Show. Thank you so much for joining us today. Today is a phenomenal day just because we woke up. However, I want to talk to you today a little bit about leadership. Yes, we are all leaders in some way, shape, or form. But before we get deep into the conversation, I want to bring up someone who is near and dear to my heart, someone who is phenomenal in our organization, the sensational, sassy, sexy, spicy, and smart Shawnee Smith.
Well, you say I'm smart, but do you really know? I'm just saying.
Yes, I know for sure.
Oh, you know for sure. You know, it feels good to hear that. And I think a lot of times we are just so programmed to like come up with a silly, usually deflective way to say, okay, don't put the attention on me. But you know what? I'm going to say, you know what? I am smart. I am kind. And you know what? I'm important. I'm going to say it like that. But yes, I am so happy to be here. It's April the 11th.
Yes.
You telling me almost 2 weeks are already gone from April?
I know, right? It was just April 1st, not too long ago. The time is really moving too fast. And speaking of moving fast, we have so much going on this month and so much coming up. Our calendar events have been slam dunked this month.
They like bam, 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 bam. Okay.
And so if you're wondering what we're talking about, coming up on April the 20th, that's next Saturday, we have a leadership event. And I want to talk a little bit about leadership before we get into what that event is about.
Right.
Many times, you know, going back to your comment, Shawnee, about we want to deflect when people put us on, you know, the bright lights or put us on Front Street, as we used to say.
Mm-hmm.
We have to stand confident in our truth. We have to stand confident in the problem as business owners and entrepreneurs and business leaders, confident in the problems that we solve. And if we don't know that, we flounder around in the dark. I cannot tell you how many different marketing agencies and branding experts and coaches for this and coaches for that I have circulated money through, and I didn't understand or know clearly, succinctly, vividly, what is the problem I solve. And until and unless we as business leaders, entrepreneurs, and business owners understand clearly who we are serving, what problem we solve first and foremost, and who are we going after? We are just like taking a shotgun and throwing it against the wall and hoping to hit something. What do you think, Shawnee?
Well, just to go back a little bit, you said circulate it. Why did you say you circulate it?
Because currency circulates, money circulates, and it's not the kind of asset that you hold on to. You either circulate it to invest, or you circulate it so that to invest to gain more money for what you've already invested, or you circulate it with the intention of it coming back to you. And so I stopped saying spent money, because when you spend it and it's spent, it's gone.
That's it.
So I now say circulate the money. Thank you, Dr. Lotus Richey, for reminding me of that. And
so
thank you for reminding me of that.
So it would be wise then, what you're saying is if we're circulating, it'll be wise to circulate into things that are investments And one of those biggest investments that we a lot of times like to forget about is ourselves.
Yes.
I know I was guilty myself once of not realizing the value of investing in myself outside of, say, college, right? And that was literally just right out of high school. So not a whole lot to think about. But then you kind of get like stagnant, knowing though full well that the things that you learned in your K through 12, and let's be honest, college too, you usually aren't using it directly. But there's so many opportunities to be coached and to develop yourself after that, that you look at that price tag and you go, I don't know if I want to do that. When you didn't do that for college.
Right.
You didn't do that for college at all, knowing full well that you weren't likely to use any of this knowledge. And so I was guilty. I was somebody who was like, I don't know. And then, but I would spend it on clothes. And certainly spend it on sushi. And I wasn't willing to invest in something that I can take this knowledge, use it, and make more money, circulating over and over again. And also helps the reciprocity. When I invest in someone else, then someone else can value that and trust in me and invest in me. So
you said a whole lot right there.
I'm just saying, I just wanted to touch base on that for anybody who's out there on the fence and not sure on if they should invest in themselves. What?
And then how much are you worth? Or are you worth it? So so that goes back to the self-esteem and not being put on Front Street and not being solid in who we are. So so I want to go back to something you said about we spend money on sushi and we spend money on clothes and we spend money on this, that, and the third. You know, it's interesting that we don't see the value in investing in ourselves at times. And what's true is that college and high school K through 12 was foundational. But unless and until we decide that we are lifelong learners, this world is moving at the speed of light. And if we're not keeping up with what's going on in the world, number one, and how to develop and market ourselves as business owners, we get left behind. I had a conversation with a young lady on yesterday, and she said to me, I am so glad you taught me about AI. And she said, because before that, I was afraid of it. I said, were you afraid of, hey, Siri? Were you afraid of, hey, Google? Were you afraid of, hey, Alexa? She said, no. I said, and that's the thing. We've been using it for years and not understanding the power with which we can now use it as business owners to create all kinds of things. And that's self-development. You got to develop yourself in the tools. The tools don't make you, but the tools enhance what you know. And you can't know what's just in your little box. You've got to get outside of yourself to experience, come on now, experience different levels of understanding and different levels of learning. And we have just the thing. This coming April the 20th, there is a leadership event. Oh my God. With the phenomenal Dr. Obiama Martin and I have collaborated on this platform, and we're going to talk about it. I'm going to let her explain more about what this is.
Fix for business growth. There's no magic formula for better results, but it doesn't happen by accident either. There is a specific curriculum for your business to thrive, and I am here to help you develop it. Hi, my name is Obiama Martin, and I am a John Maxwell certified speaker, teacher, trainer, and coach. I'm passionate about personal development in all of its forms, but my specialties are teaching and training. As a certified teacher and trainer with the John Maxwell team, not only am I equipped with a host of top-tier development tools to share with you, but I myself have also been taught and trained by one of the world's foremost leadership experts, Dr. John C. Maxwell. John has been an authority on leadership for more than 40 years. And if he's taught me anything about teaching, it's that teaching is ultimately serving. I am here to provide you with the tools you use to multiply your results. I am here to help you grow yourself, your team, and your organization.
No, we're frozen. I need to
You
hear
love what I do. Whether you're looking for insights on leadership, communication, goal settings, or other personal growth and development principles, I have time-tested programs available that will fit your needs. I offer individual and group work as well as online or in person. We can meet during your hours of operation or afterwards.
And she's talking about meeting with us online, no, in person, the phenomenal Dr. Obiama Martin, along with our event speakers, Maria Van Zant, Destiny Thomas, Sasha Walton, Ramona Taylor, Carissa Monroe, who, by the way, is the daughter of Miles Monroe. Oh, I'll holla. And Dr. Karen Campbell. These are the people who are going to be at the April 20th event, Leadership Brunch. Get your tickets today, first 25, or get their tickets at the early bird price. The scrolling banner below has your link to the Leadership Brunch. If you miss this powerhouse panel of leaders, entrepreneurs, and keynote speakers, they are going to bring the fire. We have Mr. Campbell, Dr. Campbell's husband, is going to be our MC. Dr. Obiama and Martin and I are excited and delighted to collaborate on this event and bring leadership to the 757. Come on, 757, show up. Show up and let's show the world that we know what leadership is, and we are developing leaders. Emerging leaders, you're out there. You may be coming into a leadership position. The cost is only $97. The investment, are you worth $97? I think so. $97 to get eight powerhouse speakers, trainers, leadership entrepreneurs in the room, in the building, and you have touch points with them. You can take their information, you can learn more about them, you can actually access them and their information at this event on April 20th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. You're not going to want to miss it. This is not going to be published again in this area. So this is the time to get it.
Wait, you didn't even tell the people that they're going to eat.
Oh, it's a brunch.
It's not even just $97 for 8 experts. You're also getting brunch.
Yeah,
11 to 3?
Come on and get your waffles and your chicken and waffles.
Not chicken and waffles. I might come minus the chicken.
These ladies and gentlemen are going to bring the house down. I'm talking about people who have been there and done that. Maria Van Zant is coming down from Chicago. And this is more power than you could ever get for the investment that you're going to circulate. So come on over. The Leadership Brunch is in Hampton. 757, we need to show up. And the leadership link is bit.ly/leadership brunch. And you will be amazed, delighted, and excited for what's going to happen on the 20th. Now, leadership is not just about being in the lead, being up front.
You can say that again.
Leadership is not just being in the lead and being up front. Many times as a leader, you're behind the scenes. And if you have a struggle with being behind the scenes, maybe leadership isn't for you. But When you are a leader, you are also a servant. You are serving the needs of other people, helping push them up, helping remove the obstacles so that they can shine. And so if we come together as a community and understand what true servant leadership is, when we do that, we can conquer almost anything. And so I'm thoroughly excited and totally believe in what the collaboration is between Dr. Obiama Martin and myself and these phenomenal speakers on the platform. They're all going to come with a different perspective of how they lead and what leadership is. Don't miss this. I promise you, this is going to be a power pack session.
This is one of those sessions where you want to grab your girlfriend and her girlfriend and her girlfriend and come as a sister circle so that you all can hear, because you are going to hear something a little bit different. Something's going to catch you. And then you can go back and talk about what you picked up. You're talking about the opportunity to be with people who can tell you how to get on a TEDx page, because there are several TEDx speakers attending this event. Is it not?
And yes, and Sasha Walton was a TEDx facilitator in Hampton, Virginia, and is still promoting the TEDx that we did and is going to continue to promote additional TEDx shows that are coming to this area. This area is ripe for all kinds of business professionals. And I'm asking you, imploring you, not to miss this powerful event. And I keep saying powerful because these ladies and gentlemen coming to the stage are in their own rights a force to be reckoned with. And now we're teaming together. This is the year of collaboration. We are collaborating on this event, and I don't want you to miss it.
Because you don't, I mean, $97? Is it really something to think about? $97 and I'm getting lunch? What else is there to think about? 8 powerful women and a super strong MC, right? But 8 powerful women that all have a different perspective of how to move you forward. If you don't understand how important it is for you to stay on top of things and stay forward, ask Blockbuster, how's it going?
Oh my gosh. Block who?
Exactly. Ask Kodak what kind of film they dealing with right now. I mean, not that they don't have other industries, but I'm just saying these are people that you thought this will be forever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And if you don't know how to pivot, if you can't see the future, if you can't see forward, you'll be right here in this little orbit of your own while everyone else has left you in the dust. Literally left you in the dust.
That's so important what you just said, Shani. When you look at the industries that have fizzled away, it's because they didn't pivot. They didn't know or didn't pay attention. Let's not say they didn't know. They didn't pay attention to what was going on around them. Mm-hmm. And that's one of these opportunities. When you get into a room where you get to see and hear different perspectives on leadership, when you get to see, and we're not just going to be talking about leadership, I'm so sure, because each one of these powerhouses has a business that could either help you come to the next level or you could help them. This is a networking opportunity to get in the room with some people that know what you don't know and get in the room with some people that you have information that they may not know. Mm-hmm. So I am telling you, I cannot tell you enough how crucial this one event is for the value that you're going to receive. The return on your investment is beyond ridiculous at this point. At $97, it's a no-brainer. If your business can't spend $100 for you, the business leader, owner, entrepreneur, to level up and to learn more, then there's something wrong. There's something wrong.
If you don't have it, that's all the more reason why you know you need to be there, because we're not supposed to be in a situation of lack. If we're not in business for practice, are we? Are we in it for practice?
That was good.
You can
I'm
do
not
your
in business.
volunteer work somewhere else if that's what you're just looking to do. Volunteer your time. You're in business to make money, and
Right.
no matter what area it is, you're in business to make money because that money can take you and put you in a position to help more people. Not
Yes.
just so that you can have more money to go shopping with or buy a bigger house, but so that you can help more people. Because if you have an ideal business, if you have a
Right.
good business model, you are helping people.
Right.
Are you not? And what do you need to help people with? Money. Let's be honest. People want to dance around and say like, "Well, I'm not just in it for the money." You're not supposed to be in it for the money, but the business whole idea of the business is to make money. And take that money and be able to help somebody else. You can help 5 people with what you have, or you can go to this leadership brunch from Selfies to Service, find out how to help 10 people next week. And take that money and be able to help 50 people the week after that. Like, this is the way for you to level up, to be able to take control of what you have and expand. I mean, enlarge your territory. What? I've been coached by Dr. Obiama Martin. I've been coached by the lovely Barbara H. Smith. I invested prior to my relationship. For those of you out there saying that, prior to my relationship, I know I have a good understanding, know that I need to serve. And in that service, I have grown.
Yes. And that's what it's all about. We have to grow. My sister Donna says this: if you're not growing, you're rotting. And so where are we going? What can we do to help ourselves grow? Invest in ourselves. And this is that opportunity. You will not have a better opportunity than this with eight powerhouse speakers, trainers, coaches, leaders from around the country coming to 757. Don't miss this. I'm not saying it because I'm in it and I'm collabing with Dr. Obiama Martin. I'm saying it because I am so excited to be in the room with other leaders and speakers and trainers and coaches that know things I'm sure are going to be enlightening for me. Every time I learn something, I teach it, I incorporate it, I use it to propel my clients forward every single time. And there's not a time that I have not been in a room with speakers, trainers, leaders, coaches, like the caliber of the leaders, speakers, trainers, and coaches that are going to be here, that I don't learn at least 5 new things. And those 5 new things are incorporated into my business.
So you can't unlearn it? Is that what you're saying?
You can't unhear what you heard. Not possible.
Okay. Not ever.
Not ever.
Okay.
Not possible. And one nugget, one technique, one tactic, one tip can take your business to an exponential level. Isn't that worth the investment? So what's your question? Should you be there? Yes. What's your question? Is it going to be valuable? Yes. What's your question? Are you going to fit in? Yes. Because all of it is designed for leaders. Now, why do we call it from selfies to service? That's a really great question.
I'd love to know.
In this day of selfies, we're taking pictures wherever we are. We're showing, we've been here, we're doing this, we're doing that. But what happens after you take the selfie? Like when you come to this event and you take a selfie with Maria Van Zandt, or you take a selfie with Ramona Taylor, or you take a selfie with the Dr. Obiama Martin, what do you do after that? Well, the fortune is in the follow-up. How many times have you been to an event and you collected all these business cards, and you probably got a stack of them right now in the corner of your desk, in the drawer, in the circular file? What are you doing with it? You don't even remember, talking about me, I didn't even remember who the card was from, or what they did, or what we
Who
talked
to, what kind of personality they had, how can I help them, how can they help me? If it's not obvious on the card, you have no idea.
That's right. And so when we take selfies, it's like, what of what import is that? So you can show it on social media. Did that make any money? Did that churn any product? Did that make any relationship? Did that build anything?
Mm-hmm.
So we want to share with emerging leaders. It doesn't matter, young or old. If you're an emerging leader, if you are a leader in your own right, if you are in a position where you're going to do more leadership, you want better leadership, you want more production, more results, then this is where you need to be. We call it Selfies to Service because leadership is not just about taking selfies going to an event. It's about serving your people. And who are your people? The people you solve problems for. That could be your client, that could be your peer, that could be your child, that could be your parent, that could be anybody. If you're serving someone, anyone, that could be the person in your church. If you're a leader in church or civic organization, it doesn't matter. If you are in a leadership position, you're leading someone. Stop taking pictures and come learn about servitude.
Now, do I have to have a business? Is this only designed for business owners?
Absolutely not. If you are in a leadership position or aspire to be in a leadership position, whether that's at your 9-to-5, whether that's at your church, whether that's in you're an entrepreneur, whether you're a CEO, whether you are a person who has a Girl Scout, Boy Scout troop, if you're a leader in any way, shape, or form, this event is for you.
It's for you. Men, women.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. There's only one requirement. One. You want to know what it is? You're breathing.
Oh, I thought you were going to say I like waffles.
If you're breathing and you want to learn about leadership, even if you're not in a leadership position yet, if you're breathing and you have the investment of $97, come to this event. I promise you, you will be upset when you hear what happens after. It's simple.
It sounds simple. It sounds like you need to go to bit.ly/leadership brunch right now, not now, but right now, and sign up and sign your girlfriend up.
Yeah.
Come together.
Do it 2, 3, 4.
You have everything to gain.
Everything.
I don't even like to say, what do you have to lose? I say, what do you have to gain? Everything.
Everything. Every single thing that's going to take your life, your business, your leadership to the next level. It is going to be a phenomenal event. And I am super excited for the people that are coming to the 757. So 757, we need to show up. We need to show up for this. I'm telling you, you will miss what an amazing investment in yourself. These ladies on the platform are going to pour it all on the stage. They are.
It sounds epic.
Yeah,
sure. Sounds epic. Now, I know we're focusing on this, right? But I just want to say briefly, we can talk about it some more next week. But I want to say briefly, I'm excited for your launch on April 27th.
Yes.
Too. Like, how are you doing all this stuff in April? You just came back from New York. Like, I can't keep up with you. I can't keep up with your flight schedule. And somehow you still managed to hold it all together and be the Barbara H. Smith. I'm just saying.
It nothing but the Lord. Holy Spirit, activate.
You gotta do it like that, right?
There is a lot going on. I'm super excited. Thank you, Shani, for that segue. We are launching the Unleash the Warrior Within, Engage with Your Gifts so you can conquer anything. And that book is coming out on April the 27th. We will be in North Carolina, in Charlotte, North Carolina, launching that book with the illustrious and lovely Lisa Santiago McNeil and the handsome Brian K. McNeil, empowerment production and multimedia. And so we are going to be on their author showcase. I am so honored to have been invited. And I'm just so, it's like amazing to me sometimes to get invited to these wonderful venues. And I'm super excited that we had a meeting the other night, and Brian and Lisa were telling me that I'm going to be the closer. Now that's really important to a speaker if you know anything about this dating the show. So and of course, you know, the host always is the final person, but the last of the speakers is going to be yours truly. So I'm super excited and honored to showcase my books on their platform. Yeah, so that's coming up April 27th. Yeah,
that's exciting. You can catch that information from our newsletter online. Just stay connected with us. Actually, we have Wall Street Hackers coming up next, but I just want to say I'm so super proud of you. Super proud of everything you've decided to do, that how you just, no matter what it seems like, you say, this is what I have, this is the vision I have, let's do it, and you make it happen. And you were able to get this book out with ease. I can't wait to read it in its totality. I have an idea. Of course, I've seen some pieces, but I can't wait to read it, like start to finish.
It is, and it's more than a reading book. So this is another self-development book. I'm really big into self-development. I don't know if you could tell. I'm really big into self-development. And this book takes you behind your scenes. It takes you on a reflective journey. It digs deep into the many gems that you still have locked up that you haven't exposed to anyone. When you do the work, I started to say when you do the work, this is a working book. This is a not read it cover to cover and set it down book. This is I need to reflect on this. I need to write some things down. I need to journal. I need to talk it out. I need to pray about it. I need to think deeply about where we are in this life's journey and what treasures are buried deep inside us that we haven't even discovered, or if we've discovered them, we haven't excavated them for the use of the world. So I'm super excited about what's about to transpire with this one.
I'm excited too. I can't wait to get my hands on a copy. And now this is actually print and Kindle, correct?
It's print, it's ebook, and it's audiobook. And so all at the same time, they're being released. And I can't even tell you how excited I am about that, because many people, like one of my nephews said, Auntie, is the book on audiobook? And the first book was, but none of the rest of them are. And so anytime I get asked that question, it lets me know that a lot of people are doing commuting and a lot of people are doing audiobooks more than they are doing read books, print books. So all of it, you get all of it. It's going to be a phenomenal, and we will have more information on how you get your hands on a copy. It's going to be in a bunch of different distribution channels. So I'm excited about that. All of the books that we have done previously were on Amazon and solely on Amazon, but this is going to be distributed on a plethora of distribution channels. So thanks.
No, thank you. Thank you for answering the call.
Thank you so much. You know, it's always a pleasure to be here with you on the Empowering You Show. We hope and we pray that you have learned or gained something. We need you to invest in yourselves, in your self-development, and come to the Leadership Conference. It's not a conference. It's a leadership event. It's a leadership brunch. And it's going to be more than you could expect it to be. Come April 20th at 3100 Butternut Drive in the city of Hampton. Listen, 757, we need to show up. That's our
Hampton,
time.
Virginia.
It's Hampton, Virginia.
Letting people know there. Okay.
Hampton, Virginia. Wall Street Hackers is up next. Thank you so much, Mark Lee, for all you do. You know what time it is. It is so time for you to step into your greatness. get to the leadership brunch, because your greatness is being looked for and the world is waiting for you. Thanks so much, Shani, for all you do for the BHS and Associates organization. Thank you, Dr. Terry James, for all you do. And thank you, Mark Lee, for all you do. That's our time. We're out.